Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna and I am so glad you are here. Welcome to the celebration for Lynda Mowat, and she is the scrapbooking photographer. She has hit 500 subscribers. I want to say congratulations to Lynda and make sure you check her out. She is very creative, takes wonderful pictures, obviously, and then does lots of things with stamps and inks, and I just love listening to her. All month long, I've been playing along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. Today is Saturday, so it's Scraplift Saturday, and I am scraplifting a pin of Linda's, and here it is. And I am so excited. This just jumped out at me that I knew I needed to scraplift Lynda. Lynda had asked that we scrapbook a picture of ourselves. So I have multiple pictures of myself, which helps when using this scrap lift of Lynda's. I don't know if you can tell in Lynda's layout, but she's got one, two, three, four, five, six little photos of a bird perching on an orange. And instead of doing that, I expanded my one picture to the seven pictures. I'm using Vicky Bouton. I wanted to use the bright colors, and I am just using kind of scraps from different collections that I had. Lynda does use more solid type colors, pattern papers, but solid type colors, and I just kind of went crazy. But that's okay. And with as many pictures as I'm going to put on, it really covers up the background anyway. I did make a 3.5-inch circle out of this pretty heart paper. And then I was going to use that pink side, but this other side has like a little bit of green on it, and I really liked that. The large photo I printed, and I printed them all on my Epson PictureMate, my home printer, and with a border. That's a picture of me scrapbooking several months ago, but I thought that was a fun one to, and I'm happy. So that was a fun one to scrap. And then the rest of them I printed 2 by 2, and they're just various pretty recent photos. I think the least recent is the one from my daughter's wedding. So the title is going to say All This Happiness. I layered over that clipboard on there. I do cut out several lengths of vellum paper because Lynda does have that on her layout. And then I will put enamel dots on over the vellum like she has. And I went ahead and ahead of time and picked out some leaves and some flowers that are in vellum, and those are all Vicky Bouton that I'm going to use. So I'm going to kind of spread out those pieces of vellum, and then I will put my 2 by 2 photos on. Well, and actually they're not quite 2 by 2. Um, I used the Project Life app, but because on my setting on my Epson it puts a border on because of the paper I'm using, the 2 by 2 photos are smaller than that. So I was able to trim those out, cut them apart, and then back them all each with a white piece of paper that just gives it a tiny little border. Here are my pictures. At first I thought I would go uh, most for least recent to most recent, and then I'm like, nope, I'm gonna go most recent to further away. So the top one is of the Coldplay concert I was just at. The next one is of Mother's Day when we did a craft together. The following one was when we had a date night. My husband took me out for Chinese food. And then what's going to be next is the question. I have 3 more photos. I think 2 of them, that one is in Disney World. That is with Mary Poppins and Bert. Those are my favorites. The next one is when we were in Florida, and it was actually at my little setup. We stayed there for 3 weeks. It was my little setup to do my videos. And then the last one there on the bottom is of at my daughter's wedding. So here I'm going with the vellum flowers, and in the bottom I am going to lay something out for journaling. And I move these around a little bit trying to figure out where I want them. And like I said before, I will have Lynda's channel listed down below. There will be a playlist for Lynda's celebration and everybody that's playing along. And I think we will all be scrapping pictures of ourselves. And then I will also have the off the board with pineapple paper. So Crystal puts that on. Um, and we go every July. uh, doing a different pin every day. There are prompts for the different days of the week. And so Saturday being scrap lift, which is perfect for Linda's celebration. There goes a Vicky Booten kind of a late label. It's a washi sticker I'm going to use to journal on. There is a playlist for Off the Board with Pineapple Papers too, so that's fun to see everybody's kind of the pins that they pick as well as their take and what they take away from the pin, honestly. And I'm just using little bits of vellum, of adhesive behind the vellum to stick on the flowers. Now, the strips that I did, I didn't have to glue because I made sure they were adhered behind the photos and then under the circle. So that worked really well for that part. Now that I've got the title down, I've got the flowers down, and I've got the pictures where I want them, I will go and adhere the pictures down. And like I said, it's going to be so that not only is it keeping the pictures down, but it's going to make sure that that vellum stays in place as well. So my question to you is, do you have vellum in your stash? I had it years ago, um, probably used what I had or handed it along to somebody. And then recently being within probably the last 4 years, went at Hobby Lobby and just got myself a pack. I don't know, there's probably like 10 sheets or something. So if I ever have an idea to use some vellum, I have some on hand. So that worked well for this layout as well. And then the other part of this vellum that I liked is that um, Lynda layered some enamel dots on there. So I have so many enamel dots that I'm trying to put on my layouts that um, what are there's like 6 arms and I use 3 on each arm, so 18 of them on one layout, not bad. And it gives it a little bit extra something something, just either, it goes along with the bright colors. um I'm going to use the I'm trying to figure out what I would use. I don't use the pink. Oh, the black. I use the black, the green, and the blue. And the thing about it was when I started off, I'm like using like the small ones, three on each one, on each vellum piece, and I was trying to use like the smaller ones on the outside and a bigger one in the middle. Well, I quickly ran out of smaller ones, which wasn't, I mean, if you looked at how many enamel dots I had, you would figure that out quite quickly. But so the first couple have the smaller with the bigger in the middle. Um, as I go around, I try to kind of do different sizes without making it look obvious. So we'll have to see. Oh, the other thing was, I think it was the little ones. They did not want to stick. These were ones that I got. I often go to crops where they kind of do like a garage sale, so people will bring stuff to sell for a couple bucks and that. And I know I got this off of one of those tables, so who knows how long this was even sitting in their stash. But just a little bit of glue does the trick. And here I am. Oh, and they will slide on me a little bit where I have to get out my tool from Creative Memories. It's like an everything tool um, to try to get under them and keep them from sliding around. Placing the enamel dots was the thing that took me the longest for this. It was an easy layout to do. Each of those squares behind is a 5 by 5 sheet of paper. The black circle on the outside is 3.5 inches, and then the circle on the inside is 2.5 inches. And then I just found the florals, the clipboard for the title, and then matted my photos. Oh, so yeah, and then put down the vellum, which was easy to do, but then the enamel dots uh, kind of slowed me down, but that's okay. And I didn't, um, it wasn't terrible, but I do get out my liquid glue to stick those little ones down. And can you believe that it's already the 25th of July? Summer has been flying by, and won't be any surprised today when you're seeing this, I will have another concert to go to this evening. So we've been busy seeing lots of music concerts this summer. So you'll be seeing a lot more concert layouts from me, which won't be a surprise for you either if you've been around here at all. I cut the rest out of me struggling with these enamel dots. So I moved from that to Oh, what am I? Oh, I wanted just a little something more. Oh, because in Linda's, she had like little flowers in a couple different places, and I just didn't have more of the vellum flowers. So I found some vellum, well, and acetate for that matter, butterflies. So, and I was just messing around to see if there's something else I wanted instead, but nope, the butterflies are going to stay. So one of the butterflies goes underneath the title, All This Happiness, and then the other one I believe goes down. I'm looking through some more stuff. I think the other one goes down by the journaling block, if I, or no, I think it does stay in the middle there. But I always do like my options, so I'm trying out the pen to see if that might work. I finally, oh, here's a clip. See if that worked. But I finally find another butterfly. And this, I'm not sure if this is Vicky Booten, but it has been in my stash for a while. And I take that yellow sticker as Vicky Booten. I put that underneath just to kind of highlight the butterfly there. And then I will use my ATG to get the butterflies. Oh, there is another butterfly. See, I've got three of them. Doop. So I will get the some ATG on the body, underneath the body of the butterfly. Really just gives it a little bit of stick and you can't really see it. And then my finishing touch, well, I still have to get a butterfly on. Okay, there we go. So then my finishing touch will be some splatters. So I will cover up my pictures and I'm going to use Gina Wakely. It's not gold. What is it called? So let's see. Is it gilt? Gilt. And I will use that around my picture layout. And then I just have to do a little bit of journaling about me. Not exactly sure what I'll put on there, but something about something about defining me, honestly. So that'll be fun too. I'll get that on there before it goes into the album. And that's going to be it. So until next time, may your memories always have a home on paper.